Hi YouTube, it's Anime Recap here today to talk about Naruto Shippuden Chapter 607. First off, I just want to say this chapter was really good because it filled in a lot of the blanks because the last couple of chapters it was going back talking about how Obito, like why he was impersonating Madara and why he was, and it's kind of like how did he know this, why did he do that, and how did he meet this person, so it was really good for filling in those blanks. So the chapter started off Obito and his encounter with pain. It just shows him like going to the Akatsuki, and because Obito didn't start the Akatsuki, that was all pain, because the whole thing was like creating peace and stuff. Nagato and Yahiko and that girl. So it was showing that Yahiko was still alive, and when Obito was actually like encountered them, and he was saying we need to. He's like I actually want to join your cause. He's like I am Madara Uchiha. He was impersonating Madara at that time, and so he was saying I want to join you. He's like you have the Rinnegan, and he's like you're the only person who can really do this. I really want to join your cause, and we have to. He's like we have to establish peace. He's like there will always be like anger and fighting and this and that unless we. But he's like I know a way that we can have it so it's all peace and everything. And Yahiko's like this sounds too good to be true. And Nagato was like yeah pretty much. He's like kind of like go screw yourself for now. Um, so Obito was like, all right, well, I'm going to come back at the same time, at the same place every single day until you change your mind. So it kind of left off with that part right there, and you could tell that it was kind of like, oh, okay, because that was a flashback, and at that time it was showing that Yahiko was alive, and if you remember, Yahiko dies from the salamander guy. Um, and when he died, Nagato he completely changed his view about like peace and pain. He was like we have the only way to get peace is there has to be pain. That's how. So then eventually you can tell that after Yahiko died, Nagato went back to Obito. So that filled in that blank right there, which was really helpful for that part. Another flashback when it was showing when Obito went to the Leaf Village, he was just kind of like overlooking the Leaf Village, and it showed Kakashi. He was at like the cemetery. Kakashi was like talking to Rin's grave, and it was like he was saying like he's like oh I pretty much miss you and Obito, and he was like Minato's wife is gonna have a son today, so Minato's son's gonna be born like really soon. And then Obito was kind of like overlooking and kind of like overhearing that, and that was like top secret news that because no one was supposed to know about Minato's wife having a baby because she's a Jinchuriki. She has the Nine Tails like inside of her also, and if you remember back to all of that, I was saying that when a Jinchuriki gives birth, it's the weakest time for like the seal concealing the tail beast within them. So that was like really that was because then that filled in the blank for how did Obito know about the whole uh, best time to actually like break the seal when that time was. So sure enough, that filled in that blank right there. Then it jumps to another flashback with the Nine Tails just pretty much attacking the whole Leaf Village. So it was filling in a couple blanks right there, which really helped out. After all those flashbacks, the way they ended the flashbacks was it had Obito. He was just standing there, and he was like, "It's like I don't care about any of it anymore," which just kind of gives off the title of the chapter. Obito really just doesn't care about this whole past altogether. The majority of the chapter was just filling in those missing blanks after Obito took up Madara as the past couple years, just filling in how he knew the couple things. So currently it showed Madara, Guy, B, and Naruto fighting the actual real Madara in current time. Currently, that's Madara's pretty, Madara's pretty beast. They're having a hard time beating Madara all in general. Madara is using their first Hokage like all of his attacks and everything. He's using his own. It's it's a pretty ridiculous fight. So that was with current, and then at the very end, it showed Obito and Kakashi fighting. Kakashi's like, "Why, Obito? Why? Why did you do this?" And Obito's just like, "I have nothing to say to you." And well, let's fight. This will be the final fight. and then it ends off with that. So, what do you guys think about this chapter? Do you think Obito's gonna die from fighting Kakashi? Do you think Obito's gonna like kind of resolve himself? Like a lot of people like Pain like after like fighting stuff and talking to Naruto, he was able to like resolve what he saw what he was doing was a bad approach. Do you think Obito is gonna actually come to that conclusion, saying that he was like full of anger because of seeing Kakashi kill Ren, and just do you think Obito is gonna over just turn a new leaf, or how do you think they're gonna beat Madara? How do you think they're gonna get that seal on him? Because Kabuto can't undo the curse of that. How do you guys think it's going to end? Well, leave some comments below, and until next time.